Yes, in this edition, let's spit the business. How does it feel if you haven't lived it? What's limpid? What has life lived? What was Jurassic Park had to do with all this talk? Maybe the spark is what start the car like it's a plug plugged in the wall? No. Look under hood and it would be found, and then I would have shot from out of a gun. If you would have pitched a tent, you don't have the suspense like this to catch a fish inside a gigantic net. You could be called a fisherman if you did. Maybe I found inside of the pond something like a crystal ball, and it started to glow and tell me what would become up. Maybe I had the calm of the storm in the eye that it go when it's spinning around. That's why it's so good. Maybe if we all tried to figure it out at once, we could put a fucking finger on what's constantly moving round. I'm not talking about the globe, bro. That's a low bro. I got a low bro that hangs low now. Maybe y'all need to listen. Like y'all ain't glisten on the top, and that's when the crest hit the ship side shit, because it wouldn't be the size of this systematic seismic shit. I have decided type shit. A Santa Claus listen for a receipt. Put down the fucking bag you have, and I could have backed this up. All this huff and puff to blow down the pig's house, because that's the biggest one. Maybe you'll see later on, bro, like out of coffins if I poke holes like it's a lid for a joke. That's a lid for a joke. Don't let it out of the bowl quite yet. It's a coke. That's the kid and we're gonna drown. That's all the cedar blocks that hold up your house that's got a crawl space that's small. So what the fuck? All the fog that drift never resembled this. When he starts to move his lips and release some seismic shit, there you go once again with the flow that you hit from out of your head. Why yes, of course. TWA with this. No put a word on that shit. Cause it's mostly body language, bro. If I fully lit myself, I would have to say 90% less of course. And that's the coarsest shit that's gonna hit like some sandpaper to smooth the edge. And then I'm back to do this shit. This a doodah shit if I ever saw. I ever saw the magician prestige on the bar, the trick that he's done, because in the applause, the roses were thrown. Some of his thorns hit them skin cause there's no glow. There's no love lost in the transmission of thought, glistens like such. Maybe y'all could get the glittery hearts after I said something that hit a part of your chest that y'all ain't used in a bit like since you were a kid. Since I'm gonna cost this Canada shit, and they're gonna cost when on the farm with the symbol that I shot to stick to the cloud. Let's stick to the basics, dog. The basics are so simple. So civil with the simple talk that I said, and then I fucking put a whistle at the end. Like that's where the train stop and get off all of the passengers with the box that they popped and the luggage that they popped. Them wheels that would drop, the more they would roll, and then I would fucking go on a roll with this casserole type flow that I fixed like I was mom, with some cheese on the top that would melt. Maybe y'all would melt a bit in this part of this that I said, and then this if of this had some effort to test, because then I would have passed every test like I passed to the left. That's some good dope. Ever so mine shafts close, I kick broke like it's a fucking dough. Maybe drums to play some more, the cymbals dog, and then I strum them strings on them guitars. They have on last, because then the time is past like it's the last, but I make it relapse fast because we can travel to the past. With this gas I release, cause I'm just a blimp that won't get lifted, and every time I say this shit, I just wanna slash your neck. Can I give an inch to that skin to make it not connect like the way that it was did a second ago? It seems so long. It seems like the minute for me is eternity, dog. It's an 8 on his bed, so put that on the fucking cloth. And then I can put that on the fucking cloth. I'm the cloth, the paw, the dog, because then I could deposit some talk where it belongs. Boom! Fuck yeah. That's so right now, yeah. That's the print that they should do from now on. Metropolis needs my shit. Superman mixed with Spider-Man. I stick to the brick like the ivy did, but rosebud instead of the green all the way up. That's the way that I want. That's the way that it should from now on. The way that you push off from the dark, I give it a hug instead of hit it with a bottle, dog. What the fuck? It kinda gives a wrong impression of how shit's gonna go on the open seas, because I don't see bottles like them. I don't see icebergs with the tip that have a fucking cork, so why don't you fucking go with your corky flow? Say a curtsy flow, because I could say a curse, yo, because I know it hurts so, but you would have been glad it did once it did, and then I would have did some shit that make you spin your head. You need an exorcist, and then your eyes will roll to the back of dome, cause I'm back with flow, because I do a back, I'm float like I'm a porpoise on a porpoise. Because then you would have seen that it wasn't me, it was an imposter, a clone that I made in my lab on accident, yo. And maybe I'm locked in the closet. Somebody come with the key or a crowbar real quick, and then maybe a hammer to hit the plaster that takes up the wall before the paint put on by bastard. And then I could have said some shit and dragged the lizard through the mud, because it's still wet from that shit that would fall from above. I could have like soul dust would flow where there used to be fall, bro, because that would have been a ball in the nose that I got, because then I could have said some fucking awesome to spin the glove. That was the gloves that he picked. Mechanic this shit, I'm a specialist, and my specialty is moving my lips. This is what this wrote in the journal that you got under the pillow, bro. Don't act like I don't know, because I know all. It's just I can't remember or recall. It's at the spot, it's at the middle, dog, where I need to see something to recall. To bring it back to my memories front. I'm a Rembrandt, I need an O very badly so you can hang me on wall. Yes. Hung out to dry type stuff, and don't let all of that dye drip to the flow, and then it would discolor what we're walking on. How it would be so awkward, dog. So I need to swim in an aqueduct just to catch my breath. I got the gills on Nick, so I need some wet, very big. Just pour it on my ass, and then I could say something porous, like I was some that grow in the forest. And then I go with full rush of this that's gonna give you adrenaline shots in your ear canals. And that was pretty sick. I know it was. Why, it's TWA, of course.